Epirus is a geographical and historical region in southeastern Europe, now shared between Greece and Albania. It lies between the Pindus Mountains and the Ionian Sea, stretching from the Bay of Vlorë and the Acroceraunian mountains in the north to the Ambracian Gulf and the ruined Roman city of Nicopolis in the south. It is currently divided between the region of Epirus in northwestern Greece and the counties of Gjirokastër, Vlorë, and Berat in southern Albania. The largest city in Epirus is Ioannina, seat of the region of Epirus, with Gjirokastër the largest city in the Albanian part of Epirus. A rugged and mountainous region, Epirus was the northwest area of ancient Greece. It was inhabited by the Greek tribes of the Charonians, Molosians, and Thesprotians, and home to the sanctuary of Dodona, the oldest ancient Greek oracle, and the most prestigious one after Delphi. Unified into a single state in 370 BC by the Iasnii dynasty, Epirus achieved fame during the reign of Pyrrhus of Epirus, whose campaigns against Rome are the origin of the term Pyrrhic victory. Epirus subsequently became part of the Roman Empire along with the rest of Greece in 146 BC, which was followed by the Byzantine Empire. Following the fall of Constantinople to the Fourth Crusade, Epirus became the center of the Despotate of Epirus, one of the successor states to the Byzantine Empire. Conquered by the Ottoman Empire in the 15th century, Epirus became semi-independent during the rule of Ali Pasha in the early 19th century, but the Ottomans reasserted the control in 1821. Following the Balkan Wars and World War I, southern Epirus became part of Greece, while northern Epirus became part of the newly created state of Albania. Name and etymology. The name Epirus is derived from the Greek pi epsilon iota rho omicron sigma pyros, meaning mainland or terra firma. It is thought to come from an Indo-European root *Epiro coast, and was originally applied to the mainland opposite Corfu and the Ionian Islands. The local name was stamped on the coinage of the unified Epirot Commonwealth, alpha pi epsilon iota rho omega tau alpha nu. The Albanian name for the region is Epiri, deriving from the Greek. Boundaries and definitions. The historical region of Epirus is generally regarded as extending from the northern end of the Acroceraunian mountains, located just south of the Bay of Vlorë, to the Ambracian Gulf in Greece. The northern boundary of ancient Epirus is alternatively given as the mouth of the Aoos River, immediately to the north of the Bay of Vlorë. Epirus's eastern boundary is defined by the Pindus Mountains, that form the spine of mainland Greece and separate Epirus from Macedonia and Thessaly. To the west, Epirus faces the Ionian Sea. The island of Corfu is situated off the Epirot coast but is not regarded as part of Epirus. The definition of Epirus has changed over time, such that modern administrative boundaries do not correspond to the boundaries of ancient Epirus. The region of Epirus in Greece only comprises a fraction of classical Epirus and does not include its easternmost portions, which lie in Thessaly. In Albania, where the concept of Epirus is never used in an official context, the counties of Gjirokastër, Vlorë, and Berat extend well beyond the northern and northeastern boundaries of classical Epirus. Geography and ecology. Epirus is a predominantly rugged and mountainous region. It is largely made up of the Pindus Mountains, a series of parallel limestone ridges that are a continuation of the Dinaric Alps. The Pindus Mountains form the spine of mainland Greece and separate Epirus from Macedonia and Thessaly to the east. The ridges of the Pindus are parallel to the sea and generally so steep that the valleys between them are mostly suitable for pasture rather than large-scale agriculture. Altitude increases as one moves east away from the coast, reaching a maximum of 2,637 meters at Mount Smolakos, the highest point in Epirus. Other important ranges include Timfi, Lygos to the west and east of Smolakos respectively, Gramos in the northeast, Surmurka in the southeast, Tomaros in the southwest, Mitsakeli near Ioannina, Morgana and Nemirka, Epirus on the border between Greece and Albania, and the Acroceraunian mountains near Himara in Albania. Most of Epirus lies on the windward side of the Pindus, and the prevailing winds from the Ionian Sea make the region the rainiest in mainland Greece. Significant lowlands are to be found only near the coast, in the southwest near Arta and Preveza, in the Acheron plain between Paramythia and Fanari, between Igumenitsa and Sagiada, and also near Saranda. The Zagori area is a scenic upland plateau surrounded by mountain on all sides. The main river flowing through Epirus is the Vihose, which flows in a northwesterly direction from the Pindus Mountains in Greece to its mouth north of the Bay of Vlorë in Albania. Other important rivers include the Acheron River, famous for its religious significance in ancient Greece and site of the Necromantion, the Araxos River, crossed by the historic bridge of Arta, the Luros, the Tharmasakalamas, and the Voidomatis, a tributary of the Vihose flowing through the Vikos Gorge. The Vikos Gorge, one of the deepest in the world, forms the centerpiece of the Vikos National Park, known for its scenic beauty. The only significant lake in Epirus is Lake Pamvotis, on whose shores lies the city of Ioannina, the region's largest and traditionally most important city. The climate of Epirus is Mediterranean along the coast and alpine in the interior. Epirus is heavily forested, mainly by coniferous species. The fauna in Epirus is especially rich and features species such as bears, wolves, foxes, deer, and lynxes.